Marc Berman is a major minor celebrity in Atlantic City. He interviews the biggest names in the music and entertainment world, and when he leaves the station, he gets asked the same question time and time again. Who are you?
I'm Marc Berman, and this is my podcast. This is my 2015 interview with Sebastian Maniscalco, one of the funniest people on the planet. And it was just a short time after we spoke that he broke out huge, selling out comedy clubs, yes, casinos, yes, nightclubs, yes, wait, bigger, playing Atlantic City for like 15 shows in a row, wait, bigger, selling out arenas. Well deserved. He is funny. You'll love this. My interview with Sebastian Maniscalco.
The new DVD from Sebastian Maniscalco, Aren't You Embarrassed? You've seen him on every major talk show, comedy tour, and comedy club. He makes you think, no subjects off limits, and now he returns to the Marc Berman Show. Please welcome one of the funniest guys on the planet, Sebastian Maniscalco. Welcome back.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm currently celebrating my birthday today up in North Carolina.
You are?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I'm 42 years old, so I'm going to go out tonight with the in-laws and my wife, and we went out a couple nights ago with them, and everybody's got an allergy in this family. Nobody could eat it. I mean, went out for sushi. They're allergic to the chopsticks because they're made out of pine. It's like, kids, I don't know, man. I come from a family. We just eat everything and anything, and if there's an allergic reaction, we just itch it out and we move on.
Your in-laws are from South Carolina?
Well, they're from Florida, but they got a house up here in North Carolina, so they come up for the summer. So I grew a beard to fit in.
Wait a minute, that had to be just recent.
The beard?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I've been off for 2 weeks, so I let this beard grow out. I gotta tell you, it's a nice look on me.
I have a question for you. Do people with selfie sticks and doing selfies, does that embarrass you?
Are you kidding me? Look at me. Do you think I'd be a guy to come out with 4 of his buddies with a selfie stick? They'd beat me up. I mean, could you show up at a party with a selfie stick and no one say anything about it? Not in my group.
I have to be honest with you. I don't leave home without it.
Are you kidding me? Come on, man.
I'm sorry. That's why I'm laughing, and my audience knows that if you follow us, yeah, I do everything. I have a selfie stick, take aerial shots, because everybody looks better looking down from the Google Earth cameras. So, yeah, that's how I shot. Yeah. How about family travelers in the airport?
Oh, God, keep the kids at home. Nobody wants to see your kid on an airplane. I didn't get to fly until I was like 12, because my father knew I was going to be a problem on an airplane. And when we did go on the airplane, he's like, listen, we're going on an airplane for 5 hours. Shut your mouth. Okay. And I didn't talk for 5 hours. But now you got these kids going on the airplane, and they got their own bag. A 3-year-old kid carrying his own bag through the airport, this Hello Kitty bag. Put the clothes with the adult bag. Just another thing hampering the security checkpoint, you know. I don't know, man.
Sebastian, you're from Chicago.
Yeah.
Now, I guess Chicago's a tough place, right?
Well, Chicago's a blue-collar city, right? And,
okay, yeah.
So similar to the East Coast cities of, New York, Boston, New Jersey, where, you got to have some thick skin to grow up in an environment like that, especially when you grow up with an Italian family where they're constantly making fun of you. And I don't know, it's just like around the table, we would just constantly rip each other to shreds. Like if your mouth smelled, someone was going to tell you. Your mouth stinks, I mean, a lot of people can't take that type of honesty.
You have so much material. You really do. I mean, I've seen you live, of course, here at Borgata in Atlantic City. Watch your videos online. Watch it on TV. When you're entertaining an East Coast crowd, let's just say, New Jersey, are there places that you go where you don't go if you're playing the South or you're playing the Midwest? What do we like here? What do we really like to get into here?
Well, I think the East Coast crowds, typically in New Jersey and New York, really like sarcasm. They enjoy hearing how I grew up in this Italian family with an immigrant father. In the South, a lot of people really might not be able to relate to that because just like in Texas and Alabama, there's not a lot of Italian Americans that reside there. But I mean, I got material for every situation. Of course, when I come to New Jersey, I'm going to lay heavy on the Italian father because I know people in the crowd are really going to gravitate towards it. But when I go to the South, I'll do more observational, general material, like going to the movie theater or whatever, going relationship stuff.
What are we going to see in the new CD, new DVD?
The Aren't You Embarrassed DVD, you're just going to see a lot of observational material. You're going to see, growing up, like I said, with my Italian father, who's always negative. I mean, there was no positivity growing up. Even now, my father's like, you better save some of this money because your tongue could fall out tomorrow. I'm like, what? He's like, what kind of thinking is that? So, it's basically how I grew up with this Italian father, and now I'm being married to a woman who's Spanish and Jewish from the South. How that whole
wait, whoa! Wait! You're married to a Spanish Jewish girl?
Yeah, I didn't even know they existed.
She's got to be in the Guinness Book.
Yeah, Spanish Jewish girl from Memphis, Tennessee. So if that ain't material, I don't know what is.
Are you kidding me? That's a godsend. That was given to you. That was a gimme.
Oh yeah.
That's all. So growing up, did you laugh at your family? Did your father hit you in the head a lot?
Yeah, there was a lot of laughter growing up, particularly at the kitchen table. That's kind of where I first started doing. That was like my first stage, where I would just come home. We would sit around the table and literally make each other laugh for about an hour and a half, and food was always like the conduit to conversation, which doesn't really happen a lot today. A lot of families are so, one's working, the other one's on the iPad, someone else don't want to, there's no like family dinners anymore that like there used to be growing up, where you had that bond with your father or mother just over a plate of pasta and just kind of talking about your day. Now everybody seems too busy to do that, and I think it's refreshing for people to hear that still exists in my family today. So it's like a yearning of that time in our lives where things were a little bit more simpler.
I love your reality humor. I really do, and people do take to this. You make us think. You bring to light things that we do every day, and as we go through our daily lives, and you just make us step back a little bit after we watch one of your shows or videos and say, "Damn, Sebastian just talked about that." It's just what you do. Do you remember your first paid gig? Where was it, and how'd it go?
Yeah, still got the check. It was at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles in 1999. I got paid $15. Still get paid $15 for doing a set there, and never cashed the check. Still have it framed, and that was the first gig I ever got. It's a 15-minute spot, and you got $1 a minute. So, yeah.
Is there a room that you love playing in the world? And by the way, to my audience, you've done USO shows.
Yeah, no, I do all different types of shows, corporate events, USO, theaters, but I love that room over at Atlantic City, that small little the room that I was in. I'm going to be coming back to doing the larger venue there at Atlantic City at the Borgata. But love Gotham Comedy Club in New York. I'm going to be playing Chicago Theater November 28th.
This is my 2015 interview with Sebastian Maniscalco.
This year, hometown. There's a lot of places I love performing. Wilbur Theater in Boston, and love going down to Fort Lauderdale at the Hard Rock Improv over there. So it's given me the opportunity to hit a lot of different cities, meet a lot of different people, and just constantly kind of drawing from everyday life.
Sebastian Maniscalco, you break us all up. We thank you for bringing a little bit of joy into our lives, because right now things going on in the world, everything's so damn serious.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Absolutely. We got to learn to laugh again and not be so serious and not be so critical of comedians. Comedians nowadays, everybody's got a problem with something that's coming out of our mouths, and you know what? It's just like relax and enjoy it. And if you don't like it, don't listen to it. But you don't have to be so serious about it. It's comedy, people. Laugh a little bit.
That's right. Lighten up, people. It's comedy. It's time to laugh. Oh, by the way, a friend of yours says hello. I just talked to Mike Marino.
Oh, yeah, I love Mike. Mike gave me a lot of opportunity coming up as a young comedian. When I first moved out to Los Angeles in 1998, he had a lot of work for me as a comedian, and I always love hearing how Mike's doing.
He'll be on the show in 3 weeks. This is Sebastian Maniscalco.
Hey, everybody, this is Sebastian Maniscalco. Don't be embarrassed. Listen to the Marc Berman Show.
The Marc Berman Show is always on. Go to marcberman.com for our podcasts of our past shows and interviews.